Building your brand as a manager. Your work will speak for you. Do it well. I think that is like the key takeout that, all artist managers or self-managed artists should take out. Your work will speak for you. Do it well. However you apply yourself to your work, right, will result in people understanding what sort of brand you are and what you represent. And it takes a long time. It takes consistency to build your brand. But if you do your work and you understand that it will speak for you and you do it well and you apply yourself, over time, people will see the consistency, will see the application and respect you. And that is how you become reputable. And that is how you build a brand. Maintain meaningful relationships. It's about who you know. I'm sitting right next to Benza. For the past 10 years, I think maybe, we've worked on rival hip-hop acts, right? You know what I mean? Trying to beat each other, He was trying to make AKA the biggest rapper in South Africa. I was trying to make Kwesta the biggest rapper in South Africa. I know Kwesta is a Zulu speaker, so that's like the third most spoken language in this country. So he had a whole lot of advantages. He appeals to a township, a populace. He appeals to the rural people. He appeals to, even people that are maybe seen as the elite in this country, right? AKA was a different brand completely, right? So we found ourselves competing. If he was doing something great, I was like, damn it, I need to do something greater. And that's where the innovation came in. But it's about who you know. And in this business, a lot of people come and go. But the ones that stick around are the ones that develop meaningful relationships. So as much as we are rivals, we don't need to be the best of friends. But we work together on many things. I'll take you to a story of our smallest collaboration. So we were in Uganda this year, and we were on our way to the airport, myself and Benza and our crew and everything else. And Fifth Season has grown vastly as an agency, and they're doing a lot of work around the African continent. And they're bringing South African acts and African acts, and making them travel the continent. We're in Uganda, we're in our van, headed to the airport, we're on the second van to the airport. So the band is already at the airport waiting for us. And we got stuck on the highway. And for those of you who've never been to Uganda, it's as soon as you land at the airport, there's one highway, and that's the only highway they have there. It's not as developed as Johannesburg. It's called the Entebbe Express. And it took us forever to get onto the Entebbe Express from our hotel because the traffic, or the jam as they call it, was just so bad. And then we got stuck in our car on the Entebbe Express, on the highway. You know what I mean? And we've got different personalities in the way we approach things, but I was like, yo, Benza, I'm gonna need you to manage my crew and hold them down and keep them calm while I stand on the highway and try and flag down a car that can carry 6 people. And 2 minutes later, we flagged down a car. Everyone was calm, cool, collected. We got, Uganda's a very friendly country. It's not like here. So, no, seriously, you don't lift strangers here. Don't do that. That's how you get hijacked. And they took us to the airport, and we made it on time for our flight, But at that point in time, we had to put our pride aside and know that we've been working together and that we need to be able to work together to get the results, to get us going from point A to point B. We're stuck on the side of a highway in a foreign country with no one that we know near us, but we're able to work together and get ourselves to the final destination. And that's it. We don't need to call each other when it's someone's kids' birthdays and stuff like that and be friends, but you need to be able to keep relationships, manage relationships, and those relationships need to be built on something meaningful, like respect, because we respect each other as professionals. So maintain meaningful relationships because it's about who you know, not just what you know. Collectively, I mean, individually, he knows a lot. I know a lot. You know what I mean? As much as I know, I still need to pick up the phone and call Benza over here and say, I need your advice, I need your help, I need us to collaborate. And he does the same thing. And funnily enough, so does Bill Gates. I don't know if any of you guys have watched the Bill Gates documentary, but when Bill Gates is challenged, you know, as one of the richest people in the world, he needs to call his friends. He needs to use his relationships. So do you, as a thousandaire, because even the billionaires need relationships. Okay? Create value, build value, and protect your reputation because it defines your brand. I alluded to that in the beginning. We are creating value. We are creating opportunities, but these opportunities that we create need to be monetary somehow. There needs to be some monetary value to it. And that's what we're trying to create. We're trying to create opportunities to build values. You know? While you're doing so, you need to understand that your reputation, protect your reputation because it defines your brand. You can create all the opportunities in the world and build your value and step on everybody's toes. And you've got a bad reputation. And that's what defines your brand. You need to make sure that you've got that balance because there's a thing about vaulting ambition. For those who read Macbeth in high school, you know, there's a thing about vaulting ambition is that sometimes if your ambition is just too much and you don't understand that no man is an island, right? And that you will rely on other people to help you get somewhere at some point, then you will do things that will damage your reputation, that will make people not work with you, that will make people not want to invest their time or use their brand or add value to whatever it is that you're doing because your reputation is messed up. And that's something that we need to learn to protect, like our reputations at all costs. It's a very simple thing. It's like you get to a party, and I like to think of this entertainment industry as a party because at every party there's a guy standing at the door, you know, and if you got a tag, you can get in the party. And the only way you can get a tag is if someone inside the party who has a tag knows you, right? So that's it. If you don't protect your reputation, you'll be outside on the glass, watching what's happening on the inside, and knowing that you don't know anyone inside that can give you a tag or give you access, you know, to the opportunity. So create value, build value, and protect your reputation because it defines your brand. You know, as big of a star you want to be, you know, you need to understand that your light needs to illuminate, not overpower. You understand? You need to give people light, help them see. You understand? Not blind them.